Hello to all my Cricut crafters out there. I hope you're all doing great today. I really hope my last video was helpful for you guys, in which I taught how to create 3D patterns using your shapes in the Cricut design space. And thank you so much for all the love that I got on that video. Before I move on with today's video, I would like you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also join my Facebook group, where I'll be sharing my future video links, and also I'm planning to create some free SVG files for you guys, so join that group and benefit from it. So today we're working on Deathly Hallows Symbol from the Harry Potter, and we're going to create this using the shapes in our Cricut design space. So let's begin, and just put this aside, the one that I created, to show you guys how it's going to look. Okay, so I'm going to go to my shapes and select a triangle from there, and I'm going to resize it, and I'm just going to change the width of it, and the height is going to change accordingly. So I'm going to make the width 7 inches, and I'm going to select my triangle and duplicate it. Okay, and then I'm going to resize it to something smaller than my previous triangle, the larger triangle, and then I'm going to select both of them and align them centrally. Okay, so when I align them centrally, I see that the distance at the bottom is bigger than the distance on the side. So I'm going to arrange this, and I'm going to bring this a little down from its original position. And when I bring this down, I see that it's still not matching the sides. Okay, so let's play around with it and see how I can fix this. So I'm going to select both of them and then align center horizontally and see how it does look. So I still see there is the gap over there, so I'm going to click on that lock and unlock that, and just increase the height a little bit. Okay, and when I increase that, kind of looks better. So I'm going to select both of them and align them center horizontally. Okay, so this kind of gives me the kind of look I wanted, the kind of same the width from all the sides. I'm just going to copy this and hide this for now. Now I'm going to select both of my triangles, and then I'm going to slice them, so that after that I'll just delete my sliced triangles, and then I'll have my hollow triangle in front of me. So now next I want is a circle. Okay, so I'm going to go to my shapes and add a circle, and then I'm going to bring this between my triangle, and then I'm going to resize it, and so that it touches all three sides of the triangle. Okay, probably I am aiming for it to touch the middle point of all three triangles. Okay, so I'm going to resize it accordingly, and then I'm just going to select my triangle and my circle and align them centrally. If I align them centrally, it's going to go up. That's what I don't want. So I'm going to select both of them, and I'm going to align them center horizontally. Okay, so when I align them center horizontally, so this looks kind of fine to me. It's touching all three sides, and you guys can see this is 3.75 by 3.75 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to duplicate this and resize it to something smaller, so that I can create a hollow circle. Okay, so resize it a bit more. Okay, yeah, I'm going to now select both of my circles and align centrally. Okay, so now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to I'm actually just adjusting it a little more, because I feel the width was different. Okay, so now what I'm doing next is I'm going to duplicate this and group and hide this for now for future use. Okay, so now what I'm doing next is I'm going to select both of them and then slice them. Okay, and remove the hide your extra circles from the slice result. And then now I have my triangle, the hollow triangle, and my hollow circle over there. Okay, and I need a the middle line over there. Okay, so now I get a square, and I'm going to click on the lock, and I'm just going to resize it and make it into a rectangular line sort of thing, and I'm just going to just increase the height of it so that it comes down and touches the circle and the triangle. Okay, so I'm going to select my rectangle line sort of thing that I just created using the square and my triangle, and I'm going to align them center horizontally. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I feel this is all aligned, and I can weld it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy paste my rectangular line there over for future use, and then I'm going to select all this, and then I'm just going to duplicate it. Okay, actually let's just weld it for now, and I'm going to just change the color for you guys to see how this looks. Okay, so the bottom part, I'm not feeling satisfied with it. I think I'll just go back and change it, maybe resize my circle, and make it a little more better. So I'm just going to resize my circle there. Okay, and then I'm going to select my circle and my triangle and align them center horizontally. Okay, aligned, and then after that I'm just going to select all of this and weld. Okay, so this looks better to me, so I'm just going to change the color to black, and let's see how this looks. Okay, this looks so much better. Like, I feel better and satisfied with this. Okay, so I was saving the triangles and circles, and earlier I was saving that so that I can see if I can give it a 3D look. Okay, so I'm going to open my triangles, and then I'll just select all of this, all the thing that is on my screen, the the layer that I've created and the two triangles that I just opened. So I'm just going to align them all centrally. So okay, so first let me just change the color of the top layer. Okay, so now the color has been changed. I'm going to select my triangle, like the my first layer and the two triangles, and I'm just going to align them centrally. Okay, after aligning centrally, I'm doing this so that when I am changing my below triangles, I can see how much I can I can visualize how much I can see for my 3D look. I'm just going to now ungroup my triangles, and then make my smaller triangle even smaller than the for the first layer that I created. I'm just going to make this a little more smaller because I have to make it show from the top layer. Okay, so then I'm going to align them center horizontally, and then bring it down, and then I'm just going to show my top layer and see how much it's showing me from there. So let's see. Oh, this looks good, but let me just resize it a little more, the smaller triangle a little more smaller. Okay, so let's just make it a little bit more smaller, and then I'm going to align them center horizontally, and then I'm going to play with this and bring this down a little more. Okay, and then select these two and align center horizontally. Okay, so now this looks kind of same from all three sides to me. Let me just okay, looks better now. So I'm going to align them center horizontally, and then I'm going to show my first layer. Okay, this looks better. It's going to show me more of the bottom layer. Okay, so now I'm going to slice them and then remove the sliced triangles, and then I have my hollow triangle there, and then I'm going to now show my circle that I had duplicated earlier. So now I'm going to ungroup them and make my smaller circles smaller, a little more smaller, so that it shows. Okay, so I'm going to just make it smaller, resize it, and then I'm going to get a little more smaller, and then select these two circles and align them centrally. Okay, and then I'm going to let's see how this looks. Let's get that to front. Okay, this looks better, looks fine. So I'm going to just hide this for now, and then going to select both of my circles and then slice them. Okay, now I have my hollow circle there. Okay, and I'm going to delete the sliced result, and then I'm going to show my rectangular line that I created. Now I'm going to bring that to front, and I'll just click on the log and adjust the width of it. Let's make it 0.1 so you can see how this looks. Actually, let's make it a little bigger than that. Let's make it 0.2. Okay, so now I'm going to select my rectangular box line sort of thing, and then I'm going to select my triangle and align them center horizontally. Okay, And then I'm going to just bring that first layer on top and see how that looks. Okay, I think I'm just going to adjust my middle square line, the rectangular line, a little more. I'm going to change the width to 0.25. Okay, okay, wait, let me do it again. 0.25. Oh wait, I have to unlock the height first. Let me unlock the height. Okay, unlock the height, and just make it 0.25 the width. I'm going to select my rectangle there, and then with my triangle, and then align them center horizontally. Okay, now I'm going to select. Okay, this looks kind of better now, so I can create this layer. So I'm just going to hide this for now again, and I'm going to select all of this, and I am just duplicating it. So let's see if I can play around with it again and hide that duplicated now. And I'm going to select all this, and I'm going to weld it. Okay, and now I'm going to bring the first layer in front and see how this looks. Okay, this looks nice. So this is the 3D look of my I've just added one more extra layer, so you can add more. So you notice that I duplicated the second layer again. So let's see what I was planning to do with it. So what I was going to do with it was, I'm going to make the circle a little bigger. I am trying to show it from a little different angle there. Okay, so I'm going to make it a little bigger, and then I'm going to select my circle, and let me wait. Okay, yeah, looks good. So I'm going to select my hollow circle and my hollow triangle, align them center horizontally, and then I'm just going to select all three. I mean, just and then weld it. Okay, after welding it, I'm going to duplicate my topmost layer again, and then I'm going to bring that in front of this one. Okay, the second one, and I'm going to align them. Select both of them, align them centrally. Okay, so you can see the kind of look this one's giving and the kind of look the first one is giving, right? So now what I can do is I can also make the when I was making the hollow circle, as I had it from the earlier design only, so I could make the smaller circle a little more smaller, so you can see from the middle part a little more circle there, a little more circular part from the second layer. So you can do that too as well. Okay, so that's one more thing you guys can do. So I hope this looks good to you guys, and I have kind of tried to design two sort of looks from here, and you guys can create more layers to it, give it a 3D look. I was first only initially planning to just make the Deathly Hallows symbol, but let's see what else you guys can do with it.